Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome. It is so wonderful to be here with you today. I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. And as you can see, it's still a little chilly here as we open into this darkest week of the year. How are you doing? And how are you settling into the space of your being? It really is this time of year where the invitation is for us to go deep into the roots of our being and deep into a space of softening and of surrender. And I'm curious if that's something you're able to access right now. If you're noticing this pull to the natural rhythms of the earth, the sky and the sun, and if there's time and space for you to go deep within. If not, notice your breath maybe, and notice when you can find the space to take some deep exhales and to just let go. To just let go. So I'd sort of like to do that all together before I open into any of the cards or the insights for today. Just taking a moment to close our eyes and to feel the seat underneath us. Inhaling in deeply. And opening the mouth and just exhaling and just letting any and everything go that is out of our control, that is no longer needed, that we are holding on to. Let's do this maybe a time or two more. And I invite you right now to open to this idea that you are not just floating in the river of life, but part of the river of life. And that there's nothing that we need to hold on to or grasp or see happen. There's nothing that is going to make our life better or make us more aligned with our soul, other than just being here right now and being open to this idea and this experience that we are not separate from life, that we are not a stick floating down its river, but that instead we are a full manifestation of this river of life ourselves. And that if we can open to its flow, whether it be slow or full and fast, or just right, that we can experience a deeper connection, a deeper joy, and a deeper presence with all that is. So I think that's just what I wanted to start with today, is this reminder. We are not separate. We are not different. We are part of the whole. And so why brace ourselves against it? Why try so hard to be anything but what we are? And why not open to the grace of all that life has given us right here, right now? The grace of this space, of this body, of this life. And that's, just really wanted to come through. So, so on the solstice and at this deep, dark time of year, can we embrace the dark? And can we trust that we are the light and the dark? And these ebbs and flows are just part of everything and anything that we need. And I'm speaking this from someone who's gone through tremendous change, tremendous transformation these past 5 years. And it hasn't been easy. And yet it's the beauty of life. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with some card readings. So as always, if you're watching this, if you have a specific question or a specific message wanting to come through, know that this reading is for you, and know that it is very aligned and in tune for you today, okay? And this is also for the collective and the whole. And I'm just taking a moment to give thanks and gratitude to all of you and to my clear spirit and awareness, to any of the guides and the angels and the beings that are here with me today, supporting me, working through me, knowing they are for the highest good of all beings, and really again opening to the sacredness of this message. And so if there was something that was needing to be heard, be understood, be accessed by you who are watching or by the collective right now, what might it be? What will most support us here now at this time? And I'm starting with my Rider-Waite deck. So going right into the big card. Oh, and it really wants me to pick this card. The Star. And when I pulled her, she was upside down. So I do really like reverse cards. I want you to take a moment to look at her. This is like hopes, dreams, wishes, connecting with the beyond, connecting what is beyond the beyond and the truth of all that we are. It is bringing emotional flow into balance, and it is bringing starlight down to earth. It is the birthing of this new millennium. So when it's upside down, it's not saying that's not going to happen. It's saying that there is a sense of stuckness and stagnancy right now. I think we've all been feeling it, right? Maybe with little bursts of flow and energy here and there more recently. But it's saying don't give up hope and don't get stuck in the mud. Don't believe that because things are still right now or sticky or held back, that things are not going to flow and that this is not part of the divine plan. When I think about it, especially solstice, right? It's the darkest night. It's a time of stillness, of thickness, of sanctuary, of being, not doing. And we've been in the being for a while without a lot of doing, although we're trying to make things happen. We're trying to force things to flow differently and faster. And what the Star in reverse is telling us is be patient. All is coming into alignment. The grids are coming on, the light awareness is awakening, and it's taking time. And it's not about this moment. We're in the process. So notice where you can let go of the stickiness. Notice where you can let go of the timeline and trust in the birthing of what is new. It will come. It will. But it's time to be right now. It's time to trust, and it's time to open to the greater fabric. And I'm going to see if there's any wisdom from any of our ascended masters coming through. Archangel Michael's here. He's like, don't worry, I got you. We got it. I'm cutting through it right now. I'm cutting through, I'm going to swear, cutting through the bullshit right now. So don't get stuck in the old patterns of the mind, of loss, of scarcity. Okay? And if we were to pick a card, what do we need to know? What does anyone here watching this today need to know? One of my favorites, White Buffalo peace offering, right? White buffalo calf woman. This is basically saying what I just said. How can we make peace with what is? Look at her, this beautiful being on this sacred white buffalo, right? This bringer of peace. How can we make peace with what is? Why are we fighting against the flow of life? Why are we thinking that we are separate from the flow of life? Why are we trying to construct a reality? I'm not talking about the 5D, I'm talking about in our own life where we're struggling. Why are we trying to construct a reality that either isn't ready yet or isn't meant to be? Where can we find peace? Where can we soften? Where can we let go? I wouldn't even say trust, but trust is part of it. Where can we open to the divine and greater intelligence that is there? how do we know what is best? And why would we even think we know what is best as we're running thousands of years of DNA and ancestral energies? Where and how can we make peace with what is? Big reading today. And our final helper is going to be an herb card. What herb wants to come in? How can we support our systems, right? How can we support our systems right now? Elderberry. Oh, this is like, I love how it always is so true. I love elderberry for the first part. But the message of the card is cyclicity. The cycles of the moon, the cycles of the tides, the cycles of the flow of river, and the cycle of life. We are in an ebb and flow. And in this dark solstice time, in this dark time, I would say on some level for humanity, we are in a flow, we are in the ebb so that the flow can come. Where can we trust and where can we find the nourishment? And where can we build up the immunity to the old stories? Where can we build up the immunity to the beliefs that we've been living out for centuries that are falling around us? And where can we find the strength to open into the space of the new as it's being built, when it's ready to come? If we all stopped struggling so much, if we all went into that flow of life, how much faster could it come? How much more ease could there be, even if it still takes a long time? And how much could we be able to bend and be flexible with that river and with that flow, instead of holding on to the idea of our timelines? We are messengers of light on this earth. We are messengers of being here now. It's not about what we do. It's not about what we succeed in. It's not about our egos. It's about how can we bring this light and anchor it down through our being, through finding our oneness, and through connecting with what is greater than this story, the collective story, the ancestral story. And how can we just open to the magic of consciousness and of life itself? Really, really powerful. This definitely could be for you if you have a specific question, but this definitely feels like very collective as well. The star is happening. We are rebirthing. The grids and the timelines are shifting, but it feels slow, steady. How can we not resist that? Can we open into a peace offering? Can we open into peace with what is? Can we allow it to be? Trusting in the cyclicity of the flow of nature, of the seasons, of the moon, of the river. Can we be flexible? Can we be immune to the stories? Can we trust in the process and be all that we were here to be? And just being and allowing. Big stuff. Know that you're not alone. Know that we all have our stories. And know that we're all being asked to open to greater sense of source, connection with life, with all that we are. And with that, I invite you to go deep and be gentle this solstice. I invite you to soften. And I invite you to have a wonderful and beautiful holiday. And I'll look forward to connecting with you just before the new year. Sending you so much love. Namaste.